من ينصرني من الله إن طردتهم أفلا تذكرون وما آمن معه إلا قليل وقال اركبوا فيها بسم الله مجريها ومرساها إن ربي لغفور رحيم وهي تجري بهم في موج كالجبال
I'm really scared because you're... What? Stop.
It's not scary thing. It's peace things, you know? It make me calm, something like that.
Okay.
Maybe
Do
this will make you excited.
it. You will skip me.
No, I'm not skipping you, okay?
Okay, wait.
Wait
Okay.
a minute. If you... I can read a holy book for you. And I will translate the meaning of it, if you want. This is
I don't know what it is.
Okay, just hear this, okay? So, just not skip me.
Okay.
And give your opinion to me. What do you think of it, okay?
Okay.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi alladhi خلق السماوات والأرض وجعل الظلمات والنور ثم الذين كفروا بربهم يعدلون هو الذي خلقكم من طين ثم قضى أجلا وأجل مسمى عنده ثم أنتم تمترون وهو الله في السماوات وفي الأرض يعلم سركم وجهركم ويعلم ما تكسبون وما تأتيهم من آية من آيات ربهم إلا كانوا عنها معرضين صدق الله العظيم.
Like many other people on this app, I started reading the Quran after this whole thing started in Palestine because I wanted to learn about Islam. And like I'm not religious really at all currently, but I was just curious, and I've been told a lot of lies about Islam throughout my life, so I wanted to see what it was all about. But anyways, I decided to read a little bit this evening after the news of Al-Shifa, and I was just kind of drawn to this tonight. And I'm not very far into it, but I came across a verse that like really spoke to my soul after what's going on. So it's Surah 2, verses 81 and 82. But no, those who commit evil and are engrossed in sin will be the residents of the fire. They will be there forever. And those who believe and do good will be the residents of paradise. They will be there forever.
What's her name?
Sandy?
Sandy, lovely name. It's very nice to meet you. So I'm gonna let you listen to something for around 30 seconds, then I want you to try to guess what it is, okay? Thank you. Here you go, Sandy.
ألم يجدك يتيما فآوى ووجدك ضالا فهدى ووجدك عائلا فأغنى فأما اليتيم فلا تقهر.
I feel like it's a prayer.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably in Islamic language, like Arabic.
You're amazing. Okay. Okay. What? So, do you know what exactly is it?
I'm not sure what exactly is it because I.
Arabic, it's Islamic, and
Yeah?
it's a Quran.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay.
Do you know what is the Quran?
Yes.
What is
It's
it?
like the religious book of Islam.
Amazing.
Yes.
Okay. So it's contain a lot of prayers and rules for life, and also some stories of like the prophets and the people that we can take an example of. Have you ever read about Islam?
Islam book, no.
Would you read it one day?
Would I read it?
You seems like you are a bit curious about different religions, so
Yeah, I'm open-minded.
if you would love, I can give you some books like the Quran. I'm not telling you it's the true one. I'm asking you to read about it first, then you decide, you choose.
Sure.
This is the Quran, and there is some other books as well.
Okay.
Read them and then decide.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Quran and to open it to a random ayah and see what it says. So I'm going to do that now. Consider the day when the enemies of God will be gathered for the fire, all driven in ranks. And when they reach it, their ears, eyes, and skin will testify against what they used to do. And they will ask their skin furiously, "Why have you testified against us?" It will say, "We have made to speak by God, who causes all things to speak. He is the one who created you the first time. And to him you were bound to return. You did not bother to hide yourselves from your ears, eyes, and skin to prevent them from testifying against you. Rather, you assumed that God did not know much of what you used to do. It was that false assumption you entertained about your Lord that has brought about your doom. So you have become losers. Even if they endure patiently, the fire will always be their home. And if they beg to appease their Lord, they will never be allowed to. We placed at their disposal evil associates who made their past and future misdeeds appealing to them. So the fate of earlier communities has been justified against them as well, for they were truly losers. The disbelievers advised each other, "Do not listen to this Quran, but drown it out so that you may prevail." So we will certainly make the disbelievers taste a severe punishment, and we will surely repay them according to the worst of their deeds. This is the reward of God's enemies, the fire, which will be their eternal home, a fitting reward for their denial of our revelations. The disbelievers will then cry, "Our Lord, show us those who led us astray. We will put them under our feet so that they will be among the lowest in hell." Surely those who say, "Our Lord is God," and then remain steadfast, the angels descend upon them saying, "Do not fear, do not grieve. Rather, rejoice in the good news of paradise which you have been promised. We are your supporters in this worldly life and in the hereafter. There you will have whatever your souls desire, and there you will have whatever you ask for. An accommodation from the all-forgiving and most merciful Lord." Okay. Well, if that isn't a message to
وعلى كل شيء قدير الذي خلق الموت والحياة ليبلوكم أيكم أحسن عملا وهو العزيز
he's not Muslim yet. He's a Christian. He's taken the Quran, but he's learning a lot about Islam, and he's already said, if he becomes a Muslim, he has a Muslim name, which was going to be what? Jacob. Yaqub, inshallah. And he's already learned some surah by himself as well. Go on, brother, tell us some surah.
الفتحة أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين.
MashaAllah, Baba. You said it better than a lot of Muslims. And any other surahs you know as well?
Ikhlas.
Subhanallah, go on, Baba.
قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. And then النصر إذا جاء نصر الله والفتح ورأيت النصارى يدخلون في دين الله أفواجا فسبح بحمد ربك واستغفر إنه كان توابا.
MashaAllah. And how did you learn these?
I don't know. My friends teach me and stuff. Like I learned off YouTube. I like the sound of it, so I learned it on YouTube.
Well, this is a gift for you, man. It's a whole Quran. I had only one. God maybe wanted you to receive this. There's a whole Quran in audio with English translation, yeah?
Thank you, sir.
But you can listen to it on YouTube as well, if you know. But I'll give it to Auntie as well, inshallah.
I just want to make a disclaimer. I am obviously not a scholar. I'm just an American girl in the Western world reading the Quran for myself to seek my own knowledge. Now, I just finished Surat Al-Baqarah, and honestly, I did not find anything bad. I found so much fairness and rules that benefit us for our own good. Everything from marriage, intercourse, businesses, contracts, charity, like so many things. It's honestly so beautiful. Allah wants the best for us. And these rules are to benefit us. I personally think people in America are Islamophobic because if they followed these rules, America would not be as rich as it is. That's what I think. So again, I'm not a scholar. This is just what I'm finding. Personally, the Quran is softening my heart and I find it so beautiful so far. I am in no way, shape, or form trying to convert anybody to Islam. I'm just reading for myself, and if you guys don't agree, that's totally.
قال الله يا عيسى ابن مريم أأنت قلت للناس اتخذوني وأمي إلهين من دون الله قال سبحانك ما يكون لي أن أقول ما ليس لي بحق قال سبحانك ما يكون لي أن أقول ما ليس لي بحق إن كنت قلته فقد علمته تعلم ما في نفسي ولا أعلم ما في نفسك إنك أنت علام الغيوب ما قلت لهم إلا ما أمرتني به أن اعبدوا الله ربي وربكم وكنت عليهم شهيدا ما دمت فيهم فلما توفيتني كنت أنت الرقيب عليهم وأنت على كل شيء شهيد إن تعذبهم فإنهم عبادك وإن تغفر لهم فإنك أنت العزيز الحكيم قال الله هذا يوم ينفع الصادقين صدقهم قال الله هذا يوم ينفع الصادقين صدقهم لهم جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها أبدا ذلك الفوز العظيم لله ملك السماوات والأرض وما فيهن وهو على كل شيء قدير.
Wow, this is really emotional. Like I never knew like Jesus and Allah had this conversation. This is beautiful. This is beautiful to listen to.
يا عيسى ابن مريم أأنت قلت للناس اتخذوني وأمي
I wasn't expecting this, especially this. I wasn't expecting this. Oh Jesus, son of Mary, did you say to the people, take me and my mother as deities besides Allah? So Allah asked Jesus, did you tell the people to take you as God, you know, besides Allah? Let me see the response.
قال سبحانك ما يكون لي أن أقول ما ليس لي بحق.
Jesus respond to Allah that I never told those people to take me as deity. Oh my God, I don't even know how to. I never knew that Allah would ask Jesus, or is going to ask Jesus, did you tell the people to take you as God instead of me, like instead of Allah? And you all have heard or read what Jesus' response was. This is the biggest surprise of my life. I never knew.
Okay, so right now the beginning already surprised me, because one specific thing I didn't know, now I know, is that first of all, it's the same. I think it's not the same, but at the time it's the same name. You know, Jesus. I wasn't sure if Jesus did exist in the Islam religion. So now I know it exists, you know. I didn't know that, and at least the beginning already surprised me, you know, like. So in this case, Allah was having a direct conversation with Jesus. In this case, you know, I would like to know. Please let me know in the comments what will happen, for example, with a person like me. Imagine that today I die, okay? But I never was against Allah. I never was against that. I was never disrespectful. But I was also learning. But I stay in the middle, you know. I was learning, but I never became to Muslim, you know, to Islam. What will happen to me, you know? I will be punished. I would like to know that. Oh guys. Oh god. Oh guys. This video, at least the last minutes. At the beginning, I never know what I'm going to see. But at the beginning, it was like, okay, he's reciting very well. But then it started in a certain way, I think, suffering, crying. It's like. It really touches you, you know. It really touches you, you know. At least at me, like, make me feel weird.
From the Christian faith is a part of this whole religion. Their dedication and how serious they are about what they do with themselves for Allah. I don't think I've seen as much dedicated Christians who was willing to die for the sake of Allah, Jehovah, Elohim, whoever you call your God. There's not a lot of Christians that I know that is willing to give their life for God. They say they would, but I don't see them. They haven't reached the stage where they have to give their lives. But we've seen people from the Islamic faith from time after time, giving their lives for the sake of Allah.
Wow. Sorry, people. That really got me. That really, really got me. So basically, it made me cry. It made me cry because the person that was like saying it, he felt it. He felt it in his heart. And I mean, this is a really good example that Islam is so similar to the Bible. Like Quran is so similar to the Bible. Call me crazy, but I seriously think the Bible was copied from the Quran. You know what I mean? I feel like Quran is the one. Quran is like the original one. I've said this many times before.
And then Adam received words from his Lord. And then God turned to him mercifully. For he's oft returning, ever merciful. Well, if I had any doubts up till now that God is not enraged by what this has happened, that God hasn't prepared mankind for this choice, for what was eventually going to happen, that all this was preparation for mankind to begin his earthly sojourn in this famous allegory. If I had any doubts before now, I had them, certainly didn't have them after reading this verse. This verse is entirely consoling, reaching and merciful, reaching out to mankind in mercy. Mankind goes to earth. He's obviously afraid. He obviously feels remorse. He's in an unfamiliar environment. And what does God do? He turns to him. He turns to him. In Arabic, the word has the meaning of like a father turning towards an infant or a child or somebody, or a parent, a mother turning towards her child. And he turns to him mercifully, for God is oft returning, ever merciful. And Adam receives words from his Lord. What kind of words? Probably words of consolation, words of hope, words tell him not to be scared. And in the next verse we see those are exactly the type of words that Adam receives. He says, "Go down, Adam and his spouse. Go down from the state, all of you together." Repeating that again, just so that we know that this is not a punishment here. "Go down from the state, all of you together, and truly there will come to you guidance from me. And whoever follows my guidance has nothing to fear, nor shall they grieve." It is an emotional picture. This young couple is here, in fear and in shame, feeling remorse, and God reaches out to them and turns towards them and tells them, "You have nothing to fear, nor shall you grieve. I know this is tough for you, but you've been prepared for it up till now, through your entire existence. It had to happen. This is a necessary stage in your development, in your growth, but just hang in there, follow my guidance, be true to me and I'll be true to you. I'll guide you, I'll help you, I'll do whatever you need. Just follow my guidance and you have nothing to fear, nor shall you grieve." Okay. So I was impressed. I thought this author, whom I didn't know, I thought was extremely brilliant. Because the story is entirely coherent, but it's bringing out entirely new meaning. And it's stressing some things in the human equation that I would never have normally thought of. Actually, I thought these sort of things argued against the existence of God. Here, the author was using them to say, look at these. These play a fundamental role in the purpose of life. What? Intellect. Human beings have intellect. Right. In response to the angel's question, they are moral creatures, and they are subjected to evil and angelic promptings. And they have to choose between them again and again and again throughout their existence. And their growth, which the Quran talks about frequently, is going to depend on that. We're here to grow, as we will see. But it emphasizes choice. Human beings are creatures of choice. It also emphasizes suffering. Suffering. Hey, that's pretty nice writing. It also emphasizes suffering. Human beings are going to suffer here on earth. That's the first thing that the story mentions. Spread corruption and shed blood? Havoc, suffering, pain? Yes, these three things play essential roles somehow, the story is saying, in our development on earth, in our very purpose of our development. These are the three things we've always had the most trouble grappling with, all theologies have. Why give us intellect if it leads us often to challenge in our minds the existence of God? If we can't reconcile the existence of God with our minds, with our reason? Why give us choice if we could choose to do wrong? Just make us angels. Why let us suffer so on earth? Just pop us into heaven. And here the Quran is telling that these play essential roles in our attaining of faith. Not only these, of course, it also mentions guidance, God's forgiveness, revelation, etc., angelic forces, satanic temptation. It mentions all these other things as well. But these three essentially really caught my attention. I never expected that these three things would be emphasized. And so as I read through the Quran, I looked, anytime I saw anything that seemed to relate to this, I would write down notes and underline it. You know, and I would walk up and down in San Francisco with my pen as I'm walking, because I like to walk about 7 miles every day, and I'd be underlining. My friends would always say, "Jeff, what book are you reading?" And I would lie to them, I'd tell them, "Oh, it's a great novel or something." You know, I didn't want them to know that I was reading the Quran. I think they thought I was going nuts. But in any case, so very quickly, I was wondering, does the Quran really emphasize reason? Does it really emphasize choice? Does it really emphasize suffering?
أحسنتم أقول لك وجعلني مباركا أينما كنت وأوصاني بالصلاة
تاج راسي
الله يحفظك حبيبي.